Hello everyone, and welcome back to another GIS mathematics lecture video. And in this video I want to talk about converting degrees and radians. Alright, so we've talked about both of these separately. Now I want to bring them together and talk about, if we're given one, how can we get the other? Because again, they both serve slightly different purposes. And being able to convert between them and being able to think and sort of have flexible thinking in terms of both of them is extremely useful. So what I want to do is I want to actually go back and look at our definitions for degrees and radians. So we're just going to scroll up a little bit in our notes here, and we're going to see that we've defined radians here as if you start at an initial side and you go around to a terminal side that is the same side, right? That act of going all the way around, we've defined that as 2 pi. Okay, so keep that, again, review of the definition. For degrees, we use the same sort of thing, right? We're assuming that we have an initial side, then we go around and we come back to the same side. So our initial side and our terminal side is the same. And we've determined that for degrees to be 360 degrees. Okay, so keep those two definitions in mind because we're going to use them to set up a conversion system. Right, and so if you think back to arithmetic when you were in elementary and middle school, right, if you have A equals B equals, if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C, right? This is a basic axiom of arithmetic and algebra, right? Well, we can sort of do the same thing because we've defined, right, we've defined radians and degrees based on the same condition, that they are the measure of the angle created when the initial side and the terminal side are the same. So therefore, we can use this sort of logic to say that 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians. Right? I've done nothing special here. I've just taken our definition, which is the same in both cases, and set the results equal to each other. Okay? So what we can do is we can use this conversion here. We can use this conversion to allow us to go between degrees and radians. So what I want to do is I want to just set up a generic formula. If given degrees and looking for radians, right? How to go about solving this? Well, another way that we can set up this equation, right? When you have an equal sign, we can set that up as a ratio. And if we can say that x degrees is the same as r radians is the same as 360 degrees is 2 pi radians. Right, and we can manipulate this setup here. We manipulate this setup of degrees over radians is equal to 360 degrees over 2 pi radians. We can manipulate this setup to, again, convert from a degree to a radian and vice versa. So what I wanted to do in this video is just get us to the point of understanding here, that these two things are equal to each other and that we can set them up in this ratio format to convert between degrees and radians. And we're going to look at some examples in the next couple of videos. Hopefully this made sense, and if it didn't, please reach out. Thank you.